All right, Virgo, you've got someone here who is covertly or secretly obsessed with you, like permanently stuck on you. And I don't feel like it's a good thing with this Tower card. I feel like this is unwanted, maybe by you, or this is just something that whoever this person is, it was very sudden. They're very stuck on you. All right? They fantasize about you. Are you ghosting them or something? I'm telling you, this is, listen, I guess if it's somebody that you like, maybe it's okay, but I don't know. You seem to be like maybe not interested. Okay? So there's definitely, and it feels permanent in a way. I feel like this person, they're trying to get something from you, trying to learn something from you. We're going to get into this reading and see what's going on here from this. Oh, by the way, happy birthday if today is your birthday. From this point on, like mostly in September. Okay, so smash that like button, do subscribe. If you want to get a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Just click that link and that will take you right to my website to book a reading. Okay, so let's go.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to.
All right, Virgo. Yeah, I know you're like, who? Do you really want to know who? Well, we can see, but either way, I just feel like, so, all right, let me just say this. You do have the signs showing up: Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean it's them, but this is just the energy I'm picking up. I feel like whoever this person is, like it hit them, like out of the blue. Or you've had like a, maybe you ghosted them and it's like hitting them in the ego and it's making them even more attached. Like this person has some serious attachment issues. Like they're not moving on to start a new chapter, to walk away, to leave you alone, you know, to just kind of be like, okay, well, you know, Virgo's ghosting, Virgo's not really available, so there's nothing here, so I'm just going to, you know, move on. Okay, they're not doing that. It's in the reverse. Okay, so, I don't know if this is a warning or what, but leave a comment or in the chat if you are like, yeah, you know who this is. Somebody's favorite color is purple. Okay, secret. It's a secret. I don't feel like this is wanted though. For some of you, it might be like, ugh, like, you know, finger down the throat, ew. For others, you know, maybe it is, or you don't know. It might be a shock to find this out. We do have Cancer and Pisces here, but I feel like this is like this is a deep secret. They can't reveal this for some reason. They're in their feels about you, and they can't reveal this. They can't. For some reason, why? Why can't they reveal this? I feel like they're trying to have like some kind of balance to try to like not reveal it or not, you know, have you know. That's why the covert secret thing was coming up here. Let's see. Why don't they want you to know? Oh, King of Cups in the reverse because they're super, super dependent. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this person's a bit of an emotional manipulator. Did you walk away from this relationship? Did you like, you know, break down their ego or something? And now, like, so if you're gone or you're just like pulling your energy back, they're actually in even like a worse way here. Now they're even, you know how like they say, sometimes you just gotta like ignore people. Like this is the old saying, ignore your teeth and they'll go away. Sometimes you just ignore people and just get out of their line of sight and eventually they give up. Not this person. No, I don't feel like, you know, usually that does happen, but I don't feel like with this person, they're all up in their feels over you. And it's mostly because you probably put the kibosh on something here in some way. And now they're all up in their head, their fantasies, their dreams, their desires about you. And they can't let this go. It's like extreme attachment, some kind of extreme, like obsession. Little obsession going on here. Yeah, look at that. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Not able to move on. You know, trying. I will say they're trying, but they're also trying to have a new beginning with you. So, without revealing their feelings, but they are trying to maybe come close to you, but not in an emotional way, trying to stay attached to you in September. Yeah, because I feel like, you know, with this energy in the upright, I feel like this is like making a transition and moving on. No, it's in the reverse. Not letting you go. Masculine or feminine energy, King of Cups. So, you know, their thought process is definitely, I got to try something else. I got to do something. Little tricks up their sleeve, I'm getting. Yep, Chariot in the reverse, just like the same old story. This is like an issue of like losing their direction. They're lost because you are not in their line of sight for some reason, like, or in some kind of line of sight. I'm just getting they're trying to get glimpses of you. They're kind of, it's almost like permanent. Oh, what are they saying? A permanent objectifying, like permanent object permanence. Seeing you in their mind is kind of keeping it real to them. This is like stalker obsessive, crazy Cancer again, crazy. Oh gosh, yeah. Look, there's Virgo too, in the reverse. Oh my gosh. Listen, I mean, this person is like super, super jealous of anything you're doing in your life that doesn't involve them in some way, shape, or form. And especially if you're not talking to them, they're all up in their head about who you're talking to, where you're going, what you're doing. They're paying attention to every little sign or nuance or shift or change. You know, like if you don't show up for work one day, if there's someone at your work, like let's say you call out sick or something, and they find out about it, they're like devastated by it. This is someone you were dating, and you're just kind of like disappeared, like off the radar. They're devastated by this. They're trying to hold on. You know, whoever this person is, could be anybody. Whatever was normal before, there's a shift, there's a change. And it's making them more obsessed with you. Rebelliousness. I am telling you, you're going to start, the more you're gone, the more you pull away, you're going to start seeing some very out-of-pocket behavior from this person. The more you deny, the more you like push back, say no, disconnect, block, no contact, whatever it is, the more they're going to get rebellious. What does that mean? Oh, try to keep you from cutting them off. Yeah. Wow. And also, if this person had nasty words to you in the past, now they're going to go the opposite direction. They're going to rebel against that and actually be really nice. I feel like they're doing all the things to keep from being abandoned or being rejected, whichever. And for some of you, I get it. It might not even be that serious. But for this person, they're obsessed with you. They're like a wild child for you. Taurus, perhaps? They're going to try to resolve, like, You know, oh, I got to resolve this problem. Whatever caused you to not be present and available. Now they're looking and kind of saying, okay, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Even if you just were like, hey, I'm like, whatever your reason, whatever it was, whether it was serious or not. If you were like, yo, we're not solving these problems, nothing's changing, I'm out. Well, now they're looking, how do I resolve this? Okay. And definitely going to come in trying to create harmony and peace. But this is just, yeah, but the Magician in the reverse, right? So this is like complete manipulation. Very scattered energy, whatever it takes. Gemini there. Why is this person so obsessed with Virgo? Oh, well, there you go. They think they're in love with you. Or maybe they are. Or maybe they're realizing it. They're definitely like, there's a physical, they want to see you naked. But there's definitely like, I don't know. So I feel like you have more of a spiritual, like you're more focused on spirit's messages and guidance from your angels. This person is focused on you. Okay, you can switch to genders, it doesn't matter. But this person, look, you see how this person is looking straight at this person? They kind of see you as like a savior of some sort. Like they want you to save them. Or they lean on you for that. Or they will be. I mean, there's just definitely like, they want you to choose them. Virgo, why are you not interested in this? Like, what is the deal? And maybe you sensed something. Or you just were like, nah, this isn't going to work. They're really focusing on you now in September. Why are you... Oh, Knight of Wands. Yeah, this energy was just very emotionally manipulative. It keeps coming up. This person put like strong, unrealistic expectations on you, emotional. They're moody. Just kind of a jerk at times. Something didn't feel right. Or they made these promises that they couldn't keep, or maybe just like a bit of a player or an opportunist or running some kind of emotional game to get something from you. They were looking to be fulfilled rather than fulfilling in return. Their fulfillment in return was more, it was fake, so they could get, so they, you know, hey, let me do this for you, so I like give to get kind of energy. It didn't feel sincere. Am I right? Is that what you're feeling? Did it not feel sincere? Is that why? Because we're looking at you like why you're like, nah, I could do without it. I could do without this. I'm good. Let me see what's on. Let's see what crime show's on tonight. I got better things to do. I got other things to keep me. I don't know, Virgo. I just kind of get a sense like this person's just, they're crazy about you. Yeah, and even the 10 of Wands in the reverse. A lot of reversals. I just feel like you just said no. You're like, no. Not putting any effort and energy into this. No. Don't like this. Don't like where this is going. Don't like where this was going. There you go. See? Cards don't lie. You definitely put an end to some kind of connection here. To break. Not compatible. Something's not working. All right. So are they going to take action in September? Because we do see them being like very obsessed with you and trying to figure out what to do or how to resolve this. But again, with that Magician in reverse, I feel like there's going to be, you know, pulling some rabbits out of a hat kind of energy. Okay, what are they going to do going forward? Ace of Swords reverse. Wow, Virgo. Definitely some dishonesty coming in their communication. What am I? My whole deck reverse? Page of Pentacles in the reverse too. They're going to come in and cause some trouble and dishonesty. Yeah. Why? Because they want to be able to engage with you. They're going to come in with some kind of big ass lie or fib or victim thing, or I don't think they're going to say, hey, I love you, I miss you. I don't feel like it's going to be more of like an urgency, a boy cry wolf kind of scenario. Yep. There you go. I'm so sad. I've lost something. Just to engage. Virgo, I feel like you need not to engage with this person. What should Virgo do? What's Virgo's advice? How should Virgo handle this if they're confronted, or if this person just, forces themselves into some kind of interaction with Virgo? What should Virgo do? Ooh, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so they're telling me that this person has some kind of an addiction, and you need to compassionately, Six of Cups, say to them something along the lines of like, you're smothering me. If you wish to engage, I don't think you should, to be honest. I think you should just not engage at all. You don't owe anyone an explanation. But if you feel like you need to give an explanation, or if they confront you, or they want, and you will feel like you want to say something, I feel like you need to kill them with kindness in some way, and just be like, you're smothering, you're insecure, or you have some kind of addiction. And I mean that in the most sincerest, nicest way. And I hope that you get the help that you need. Yeah. And also tell them, now I have to go back to work, leave me alone. I'm busy. And don't message me again. Or whatever, however they reach out to you. So I guess that's what's going on with this person, And maybe they were like that before. They've upped the ante now, like it's more. I see more of it coming in September. Or you just got to say, maybe, I feel smothered. I feel like you're too stuck on me. I feel like you have it doesn't make me feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. And I just want to be as kind and sincere about that. And I don't want to repair this relationship. I don't want to work on it. So if you're inclined to set a boundary or say something to them, then that's the route I feel like Spirit wants you to go. But also, you're not obligated. If someone is coming in and crossing a boundary or forcing you into a conversation or something, you're not obligated to explain yourself if you cut this off. If this is one of those situations for you where somebody was like just acting out of pocket and they're getting worse because you're not available, that's more of the reason to not communicate with them, because they obviously haven't learned the lesson. Sometimes people will, the time will go by, and then these types of people will come in really super nice, and they'll try to please you. They do the people pleasing thing. They'll buy you gifts, or they're, try to be there for you and things like that. And and that doesn't work, and you ignore that, or you just were like, no, thank you. Then they'll try to come in with this poor me thing, and they'll do this victim thing. And if you don't bite that, then they start getting angry, and then they start calling your name out and getting like, who are you to ignore me? If you haven't experienced this before, it's quite comical. I mean, they go through the whole process of like every single emotion, and nothing lines up. There's just all these tactics to try to get what they need from you. It's like what a junkie does, This person's a junkie for you. That's the title. This person is a junkie for you. Just what a junkie does. They're jonesing. Whatever hit, dopamine hit, like Melly said yesterday in the chat, trying to get their dopamine hit, and they're not getting it from you. Look at that. That's what this is. This fantasy, these dreams, those feelings, this dopamine hit. I don't know, maybe you're dealing with a narky person or a covert type of, whatever. There's tons of labels out there, but there's definitely insecurity. Big time. Oh, I just saw the Four of Swords. So I am going to tell you that that was the follow-up, where I felt like if you don't want to say anything, you're not obligated to say anything. It depends, because you have to determine what this relationship is to you, okay? This could be your sister. This could be your best friend. This could be someone that doesn't hold much weight in your life. And, it really just depends who it is. So there's not like it's not a one size fits all. Where did I see the Four Swords? So the Four Swords was basically telling you, for some of you, to just stay silent and just keep going about your business, right? Maybe they'll back off, because sometimes when these types of people, when they're a junkie for you and they can't get their dopamine hit, they'll go elsewhere to get it. And I don't really feel like, it's almost like you're the dealer and this person's a junkie. I saw it and it's gone. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so this is retreat. This is rest, solitude. Renew yourself. Get back into a quiet place. Healing from this energy. It's pretty profound, Virgo. It's pretty profound. But I will say September is going to be interesting. Some of you, this might be because of your birthday that you're going to hear from them. This is going to be an excuse for them to reach out. And for some of you, they might use a lack of reaching out on your birthday as punishment to get you. It's a little bit of like a reverse engagement. Like if they don't reach out on your birthday, and they might be doing that on purpose to get you to reach out and say, hey, how come I didn't hear from you on my birthday? And then they're like, ding, 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 I got you back in. So, I know some of you are like, I don't really even give a rat's patootie if they're going to reach out on my birthday or not. And some of you are just trying to like reset, still kind of wondering if this person really cares about you, and they don't reach out on your birthday. Just know that that's a tactic, okay? Or any holiday. Sometimes it's used during a holiday to get you to reel you in, and sometimes it's used in reverse to get you to reach out to them. It's a test. So we'll see how that goes, right? You definitely got to let me know. Bookmark this reading, you guys. So whoever this person is. And I mean, if this is someone you really care about, I got a lot of empathy for you if you're going through a struggle. But if this is someone who's just like a crazy freaking lunatic, they really need to bring asylums back. Because like there's a lot of crazy people walking free out there on the streets. I don't know what's going on. They used to the cops, back in the day, they just used to get out of their cars and, crazy person walking the streets, put them in the back of the car and take them to the asylum. They need treatment. They need help. And we're just letting these people wander all over the streets doing bad deeds. It's just my personal opinion. I know it sounds inhumane, but it's tough love. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Kensington, Philadelphia, out by my way, but it's zombie land with all the heroin addiction and the drug addiction and these kids out there on the streets. They're just hanging over, like standing up while they're sleeping. I don't know what the drug is. Trank? I don't know what they're taking, but it's the worst. If you've never seen it, you do need to Google that and see that, because that is the state of affairs. And I used to go to that place when I was a kid to meet some of my friends, and it was really great there, way, way back. But it's just, these people need help, and they're just leaving them on the streets. They're like corpses. Some of them are just dying on the streets from overdosing. What the heck's going on? Okay, so that's maybe a whole nother channel. All right, Chinese signs, dealing with an ox, a rat, a snake, rooster, or it could be you, tiger, a monkey, a dragon, and a goat. Okay? Like I said, could be you, could be them, could be both of you, could be none of you. Don't worry about it. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. All right, let's get into... Oh, I feel like this is going on too yesterday. Okay, you have S, P, J, N. Hey, New Jersey. Southern New Jersey. Oh. Okay, you've got a Scorpio. You've got somebody's birthdays on the 10th, the 6th, the 1st, the 5th, the 16th, and the 15th. Okay, I've got the letter Z, have G, C, and the letter D, DC. You have a Leo here. Someone's 55, 56, 51. What other signs are showing up? Okay, you've got a Virgo and a Cancer. All right, if you see anyone's initials in here or your own, that's your message. Okay, someone's 50. Someone's birthday's on the 11th. The 10th again, strong 10 energy. The 7th and the 3rd. Someone's 37, 1973, 71, 75, 35, 31. The 17th, the 13th. Okay, if that resonates for you, let me just do a couple more signs to see. Gemini, Libra, Taurus, and Pisces. Pisces again, double Gemini and Taurus. Okay, so take that as it resonates. Okay, let's get your charms. All right. She's a cold-hearted snake. Who sang that? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone remember? Okay, someone could be born in the year of the snake, but we are seeing some snake vibes here. Okay, Slytherin snake. Snake does mean something spiritual. This can mean a shedding of the old, shedding old skin. Somebody might be in that position right now where they're shedding these old ways or shedding some old skin. May not be the most comfortable thing. Did I say the 17th? Because I am picking up the 17th. I don't know if I said that. Okay. You got a dinosaur again, okay? Somebody's old as F. This could be like for some of you, it could be dealing with like a very abusive elder as well. Okay. Another confirmation of a crab. Cancer. All right. Somebody's dealing with Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If anybody has a Cancer moon, and it's so funny because my girlfriend and I were talking about this the other day, and I remember the lady that wrote the Chinese and Western Signs book back in the 80s. Her name was Suzanne White. I actually spoke to her. We had a chat on Facebook way back in like 2012. And we were talking about, and I was just like beside myself because to me, she was a celebrity. Like her book changed my life when I was 18. And she asked me what my moon was. And at the time, I thought my moon was in Cancer. It's actually in Capricorn. But I told her Cancer and she went, oh my God, that's got to be the most difficult for you. She said, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And then my girlfriend and I were talking about it a few months ago. And yeah, so if you've got a Cancer moon or if you deal with anyone, Lucy knows what I'm talking about. If you deal with anyone with a Cancer moon, Cancer moon is tough. It's very tough. Doesn't make anybody a bad person, but it's just a very difficult placement. Okay, and you also have musical notes. Okay, there is a connection to musical notes or music, writing music. Piano. I'm somebody playing the piano or somebody plays the piano. Listen, when I say, do I want to say this? Do I want to say this? Because I just saw a charm. I saw it, and then I said, no, I'm not going to pull that charm. And then I was pulling more, and it popped out again, and then Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you first before I show you this charm. And pay attention. If you feel like you're in a situation that is dangerous, don't be out here listening to me. If you feel, it doesn't matter what anybody says, doesn't matter if you're feeling like a crazy person, if you feel like you are in a physically difficult, dangerous situation, you need to get some protection, which could be like a bodyguard, or have somebody stay with you, or go to the police. If it's, see, I'm not picking up that deep, difficult energy here, okay? I'm not. But everybody's in a different situation. And Lord knows, y'all, I watch crime shows out the butt. And I know, like, I'm a realist. Not pessimist, but I'm a realist. People do crazy stuff. They really do. And if you feel like you're in a difficult situation, I'm just going to redirect you and tell you that you need to get some help for that, okay? You don't need a tarot card reading. And the reason why I brought this up is because that's the charm. I'm not going to say it, but that's the charm that came up, okay? And this is not a prediction for every single one of you listening. This is for those of you that, like, you know what? I do kind of feel a little off about something here. So, I'm going to take the advice and go seek some alternative help or protection of some sort, okay? Okay? I'm not telling you what to do. It's just a little guidance there. For a lot of you, this is just an annoyance. Someone is just annoying you. Or it's just like a fly or a mosquito that just keeps, tapping on your skin, trying to get a little bite here and there. And that's just one of those situations where when that happens, eventually you either hit that mosquito so hard you splat that blood, or eventually it just goes away, right? Or maybe some of y'all need to sage or spray, like citronella candle for this gnat, get him away, But for others of you, yeah, it just depends. You know your story. All right, so I'm going to leave that there for you. Hopefully on a bit of a... Well, it certainly wasn't a funny kind of a reading, but yeah. Anyway, book with me. If you'd like to get a predictive tarot card reading, please don't book anything that's like, oh my God, I'm being beat up or this is happening, because I am just not going to give you a tarot card reading on that. If you're resonating with this and it's more along the lines of very simple, annoying kind of things where you don't feel your life's in danger, then go ahead and book and we can see. All right, but if it's like, girl, I need a tarot card reading, I need the cops, then that's what you need to do. Okay, so they're also giving me the country of Japan, and I just heard New Zealand. Also, somebody's got a GPS tracker on you, whatever the hell that means, or they're tracking you digitally somehow. I just heard that. Tracking you digitally in some way. So watching your comings and goings, or they maybe hacked into an account. So go, take a couple days and like check all your stuff. Make sure your stuff's good, okay? Get those, firewalls or whatever it is you need. I think you can go, and I'm not like, this is not a plug for this company, but if you go to Aura, I think, because I use that, and if you go to Aura, AURA, I should see if they will sponsor me so I can get rid of all these ads for you guys. But anyway, if you go to them and get hooked up with them, it's very inexpensive and you get all the protections. Yeah, I'm going to reach out to them. Would you guys like me to just get rid of all the ads that show up down here and then I could just have a sponsor? Would you guys like that? Would that be better? Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, these damn ads. And I don't believe that there's ads if you aren't, if you don't pay for, if you're not a premium member of YouTube, I think you can watch. I don't think there's ads. I'll have to see. Anyway, all right, you guys, I'm just rambling on here, just thinking my thoughts, talking my thoughts out loud. So I will see you guys back here tomorrow, okay? Hope you have a wonderful evening. And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe on the way out. Bye, everybody. See you. Bye.